Hardman on the move, Hunt in the backfield, play action by Mahomes. Guns a pass and caught by Kelce. Downfield he goes. Diablo riding him down that pass.
Well, this is just a matter of having a feel, and Travis Kelce and Mahomes have been on the same page for a number of years. This time it's supposed to be a corner route with a go route on the outside. McCole Hardman is hitting at full speed to go, and Kelce's supposed to work that corner route, but as he comes out,
it's 3rd and 6. Morris with the block. And he throws to P-Ryan. Out of bounds near the 5, tripped up by Merrick.
With his entire career, it's making things happen when the play breaks down. He's better at flushing to the right. The Raiders talked to us about keeping him from flushing to the right. That time they react up. They leave P-Ryan on the sideline. Mahomes finds him, 1st and goal. And plans on it, doing it all the way through.
Great news for the Raiders. Spillane back in 2nd and 10. There he goes downfield. Watson to midfield. Polamalu with the stop. It's 1st and 10 at the 49.
This is a concept where it's basically you're going against the zone. You use your eyes. It's a triangle read. You have a player in the middle, which this time it's Watson, sitting at about 15 to 20 over the ball. You see Kelce, he's at about. Hopkins is known for strong hands and catching contested balls, so I wouldn't be surprised if they try one here.
3 tight ends, 3rd and goal. Mahomes caught, touchdown! Kelce, his first regular season touchdown reception in 13 games.
Watch Spillane. He's going to expand, so that allows Kelce to get to the inside, and Diablo's not able to get there from the backside. Nice slow release. Let it clear out to the inside. All reviews are done upstairs, so that would have to be stopped by the league.
2nd down 10. Mahomes. And caught on a dive by Worthy at the 40. And Spillane made sure he was down. No timeout. 2nd down 10. Mahomes. And he's got it with a great catch by Hopkins on the fly. Gets away from 1. Chased by 3. On the fly. He's got the 1st down. Brought down by Polamalu from behind. Down to the Raider 42.
Well, as part of the mix-up, they decided to go to a cover 2 man, which means there's 2 deep safeties. Everybody else is man-to-man underneath. The problem with that, Kevin, nobody's assigned to the quarterback in 2 man. So you bring pressure, you flush him upfield where he's got to step up and escape. And when he escapes, there's no one there.
3rd down and 4. And throws caught, genuflecting at the 25, Kelce to the 20. Merrick got him. A 1st down catch and run. What a game for Kelce. 77 yards on the day.
And Kevin, he's used to being hit. Watch, he catches this on the knee and he sits there for a second like, okay, where's the hit coming from? And nobody hits him, so he's able to get up and pick up an extra couple of yards. Good job by Mahomes stepping up in the pocket. He could have taken off and ran and picked up the...
With 2 tight ends, 3rd down 2, Mahomes. On the move and downfield and caught by Kelce. 1st down at about the 8. 90 yards, including a touchdown.
Well, they bring Caliendo, the extra offensive lineman, to play tight end, and then you got Gray and Kelce to that side. You see Jones grabbing Kelce. He's able to rip through it. That's the holding call. Mahomes extends it to the outside. He's able to put it between the numbers and get a 1st down.
Mahomes, and caught by Worthy, touchdown. Mahomes, his 2nd touchdown pass today.
Watch the rub here. Hobbs gets caught. He keeps his numbers upfield. The reason that isn't called offensive pass interference is because he doesn't turn his body. He leaves his shoulders